my foxy friends, welcome back to this amazing channel that I have for you. Today I'm going to be showing you, this is actually a request, yes it is little man, from our lovely, one of my lovely foxy friends out there who recently purchased the Foxyear headwear pattern, and I wanted to know just a bit more of a visual guide on how to sew it up. I haven't tied in all the ends here because I've just finished sewing it up. You're going to see how I wrapped this puppy up and sewed it. Yes! Little man's here as well, providing you that cute background noise that you will love. So let's get into it, and I hope this helps. So I'm going to be using this foam head. I got this from Spotlight. Here in Australia, I'm sure you can get these pretty much anywhere, or you can use a live model. It's the same concept, except you won't be pinning into their head. I would be using some of these pins. If so, be very careful. I'm going to be using these U-shaped bobby pins. If I can get that camera to focus, to pin them in place. So once you have the length you desire and you follow the instructions, you're going to be wrapping it around the head. Two ends like this, and you're going to wrap it around the back just to make sure you've got an even spread. Grab your pin and we're just going to secure it in place. I like to have them stick out a little bit just so I know where I've pinned them. See, I've pinned it all the way around very loosely. So you're going to wrap this part, twist it whichever way you like. I'm just going to be going, it'll be my left under and my right over, and I do it twice. So you're going to be having something that looks like that. These are easier, you haven't got as many points to pin in to the into the head, but I find that the U-shaped bobby pins just seem to hold them better. What I'm doing here is I'm pinning this knot in place, so it's not going to get all out of shape. You can see here that I've put the twist in place. I'm going to spin this around so you can see what it looks like at the back now. This is where we're going to the back. So essentially now you have these two little flappy bits. Make sure that they go the way that the twist has naturally placed them. Okay, so we're going back down to the front. Now what I want to do is I want to essentially pin these seams together. And I've already got my pins, my U-shaped bobby pins there. So I'm just gonna take it and place it over each pin. So they're gonna overlap a little bit here at the back. But I like to give a little bit of, I don't want to sew them as they overlap completely, just because some people's heads are a little bit bigger on top here. They might have more hair, they may have no hair, who knows, but I just like to give it a little bit of a give. Kind of looking something like this. Okay. Now you're going to have a tag here. That's what it looks like underneath. And you're going to have a little tag flap thing here. Okay. But essentially this little extra bit of fabric, I'm going to tuck in. Okay, I'm going to just fit that a little bit more that way. That's what we're working with so far. I like to start from the front and working this way around. So we're seaming all the way back around to the front. And then I work this top part this top seam last. I'm gonna make some cross stitches through this knot. So I'll go up, I'll come across. I just want to secure this knot as much as I possibly can. So I'm just gonna go underneath like so. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. You don't want to make it really tight because you want to give it a little, like everyone's head's different shapes, yeah? So you want to have a little bit of give, but you don't want it to come undone. I'm actually going to come out here. I'm going to start my mattress stitch here because there's quite a big gap here and I want to make sure that that is close up. Working with the stitches in a vertical fashion, it can be a little bit harder because you can't find that ladder between the stitches. So I just pick up a stitch or two. I go back and find the rung that I want to pick up. And so we're just going to keep doing this all the way around. Tight. When you get to a stitch, I just pull it out because I want to, as much as I possibly can, we want to seam this edge and this edge. So I've reached the point where I've tucked my tube in, or tucked my corner in. So making sure that it's lying flat, you're going to, so I'll just show you with my finger, hopefully you can see. I'm up to picking up this bottom part of the, and then I'm going to find, essentially, hopefully you can see, you want to sew, so you're not going to be following that same line anymore. You're going to be sewing on top of the tube. You can see the tube is lying flat, or the corner is lying flat. So I'm just going to keep sewing all the way around here. I'm going to pull this so you can see my stitches. You can see, becoming quite seamless. I'll keep working around. I've seamed all the way here, and now I've gotten to this first little corner edge of this second flap here. This is where you definitely want to make sure you're picking up all the layers. I'm just going to take this pin out. So grab that stitch down the bottom. Now I want to make sure that I'm going through this layer and the bottom layer and coming back up through the same, because otherwise you won't attach it all. So keep doing that all the way through. You'll see here that I'll have to do all this. I'm going to be picking up this layer and this layer at the same time. I've done a few here. I just want to show you what it looks like when I pull it. So you can see it'll be a bit thicker here, but it's pulled all, it's pulled all of the layers together. So I've gotten to that end now, and I'm just been working this second corner that we've tucked in. I just want to make sure that there's not too much of a fold there. I want to try and make it as seamless as possible. I may come around here and just loosen up that part. I'm going to keep going. Okay, so I've done that now, and as you can see, I'm almost back at the front. I'm just going to seam this last bit, and I'm going to get back to the knot. Okay, I've pulled it tight. I've now gotten back to the beginning of this knot. I'm now going to do the top piece. I'm just going to stick my darning needle through to where that seam begins. And so same concept, we're just going to mattress stitch all the way through the back here. It might be a little bit fiddly in the beginning as you try and navigate the knot and the folds, just making sure that you're picking up the same rungs in that same stitch line. Okay, so I've reached that bottom part. Just going to pull that tight. You can see, hopefully, that it's quite seamless. Now you're just going to create a knot to tie this off. And then you want to hide it back in your work. I like to hide it back up the top because it's the least obvious part. That's how you do it. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you'd like me to do any more tutorials on any other methods, or you need any visuals on any specific circular knitting machine methods. Always happy to help. Leave a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching.